Afternoon all. It's Friday 18th of October and it is 2:40 PM. Decided just to have a little walk around the bay, not do no metal detecting or magnet fishing or anything like that. I'm going to go to the charity shop and give them some cameras that I found on my scavenger hunts. I'm going to give about 10-15 of these cameras each to two different charity shops that I normally go to. Then I'm going to do a little bit of shopping and possibly have a little walk around on the common actually, and that's it. I'm not gonna, I feel like riding down there, but my knees playing up a little bit, so I decided I'm going to get a bus down now and just go to the charity shops, give them the cameras, get some shopping and walk over to the common. Have a little walk around now and then after come home. So yeah, bear with me, I'll turn the camera back on when I get to the common, so I'll catch you later. That shop wouldn't take the cameras, but that one did, and Scope up there took some cameras as well. So I've given out about 30 of those cheap nasty plastic cameras which I found scavenging at one of my main places. Not done no scavenging for like 2 weeks. Just got too much stuff I need to sort out before doing more scavenging. Done a little bit of shopping, had a bit of problem with buying some medication in Poundland. What it was doing is that you get 3 packets of ibuprofen, headache tablets, for £1, and what it was doing was like adding each packet for £1. So I've been charged like triple. So I just had to get that sorted out. What we're going to do now is have a little walk up to the common. It's not worth getting the bus, to be honest with you. Don't know what time it's due. I'll just walk it. It'll only take 10 minutes to walk up anyway. And I'll show you a little bit of the view when I'm walking up there. So I'll catch you in a little bit. In the ponds, the old swans are coming back. Ain't going to make the fishing guys happy when this streaking pond. You can't magnet fish or fish here. It's against the law to actually fish on this lake. I don't think there's any fish in there anyway. Coinage wise, I wouldn't like to say. It's very shallow. I think I see a coin down there actually, but I don't know. See a couple of ring pools down here. Yeah. I wouldn't even bother doing magnet fishing here, to be honest with you. Just ain't worth it. No, I don't know how deep it goes. It's only like shallow anyway, I think. It's just mainly for the wildlife, for the ducks, geese, swans and these little buggers here. Call them messengers of death. The old crows, ravens or whatever you want to call them. You've got a field over there which is mainly used for football and also for fun fairs. I have done a little bit of detecting over there once, found a few modern day coins, but to be honest with you, it's not worth, you do get the fun fairs there and you're going to get a load of coinage over there, of course you are, especially because this field's been there for hundreds of years. Even the old fairs used to be here, so I'm pretty sure there's some old coins around, but I don't really want to be metal detecting on this ground. It's well kept. I've done big digging holes. Council comes around this park quite a bit as well, so and I also don't want people complaining, so I tend to leave this field alone for metal detecting. So yeah, so this is Three Kings Park. Okay. Right, I've got to turn this off because I've realised you can't walk up that way, so I've got to cross the road. So I'll catch you on the next bit. Yeah, that's the continue with the field there. It's quite big actually. I've got a couple of football pitches there. 2 football pitches. Well, I'd love to detect there, but you know, council will be on your arse rather quickly. You know, like last time I did not detect there. So I found a few modern day coins and people were interested in what I was finding, but I don't really want to be digging up a nice field. So I tend to leave that alone. So yeah. So there's another part of the common. I called it the overgrown common because it is very overgrown. Hardly any footpaths there. It's a bit of like an area there. Wouldn't even bother doing that, to be honest with you. Don't think there'd even be anything in there apart from trash. But yeah, that's the overgrown part of the common. Oh, I think they're doing that one day. I've already done it once. Found the odd old penny and modern day coins, but it's limited on footpaths because it is like very well overgrown, as I say. You know, lots of bramble, twigs, bushes, trees. So to be honest with you, it's not really worth doing that, not that much. You know, you've got like little open spaces, but you know, very limited on there. But just across the traffic lights is Mitcham Common, which I sometimes do. I've been doing around near the Seven Islands a couple of times and found some, you know, like King George coins around there. Also some fishing weights and just general kind of trash like tin cans, bottle openers, lids, bottle taps, pull tap. So no, I think I've hit Mitcham Common quite a bit really. I could actually jump on that bus and go home, but I'll carry on having a walk around for a little bit. Anyway, bear with me and I'll be back with you in a bit. Mitcham Common. It's very muddy, it's going to be very slippery as well. Bidders Memorial is over that area, which I've been to a few times. The Seven Islands, which isn't the Seven Islands anymore, Islands, if that. One Island, been over there. Bidders Pond, been over there. Gun site is where they had the gunnery emplacements from World War II. They had it up till around about 1964, 65. Then they actually decided to remove them. Trying to get the camera sorted out. So yeah, they actually removed the gunnery site, knocked it all down. then they just let the nature take its course and shitloads of like grass and bushes and weeds and God knows what else firework there. Kind of grew over the top of it. I have done one little session there, and it's just so much iron, it's kind of like really impossible to do any kind of proper milk detecting over there, because all you're digging is iron. Right, so I've got to be careful here because it's going to be very muddy and slippery. Right, and I just slid in. Wearing trainers ain't helping that much. So you know, this has been here for many centuries, this common. They've used it for army removals, where they've been training. That's why sometimes, like, you know, milk detecting over here, you'll find some of the old bullets that they used from the old MG rifles, the Grand rifles, that kind of stuff. I did find some bullets over here before and I handed them over to the police. Now this place I believe has been detected quite a few times by other people. So I've been over here and I've found holes. They're not like holes which animals are made. They are proper like dig holes which people have dug and not covered the holes up afterwards. And that's what I think is wrong about milk detecting. No, you can't cover your holes up, guys. What's the point of milk detecting? You know, you just ruin it for other people. That's why we can't get permissions on land like this from the council, because you know, not every single person, but there's people out there who goes out milk detecting. They dig and never cover their holes up, you know. And because they're not covering the holes up, it's not respecting the common, the land, needing the public, because the public can just walk along and trip over one of the dug up holes which hasn't been covered, which is, like, you know, kind of unfair, really. No, it just ain't right. So I did do here the other day, and I cut holes over here. You can't even see the holes now. So I always made sure that I covered them up. Oh shit! That's me just gone toppling over. As I say, it's very slippery, guys. Just landed right on my arse and my elbow. Oh god. Should have worn my boots. Just got to be careful, you know, walking on this ground. Quite enough hurt my backside. You know, the reason why it's so slippery because we've had like over a week of rain, and it's made the ground very wet and slippery. And it also does affect the detecting when you're actually milk detecting. Gives you like where we was yesterday. Me and Anna was just getting like a load of false readings on our detectors. I know people say, well, you know, rain does help, and you know, it can sometimes give you a better reception, but we was getting a load of false ones yesterday. We weren't here, we was on a different place up where near Allender's, which we've done a few times before. One for sorrow, two for joy. Two magpies. 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. 5 for silver, 6 for gold. 7 for a story never to be told. What his enjoyment coming over here and not finding anything, because I'm not detecting. No, look, holes are here, made by animals. Yeah, I can understand animals can't cover their holes up, you know, but you get like foxes, you get hedgehogs, birds, you can get like rabbits, hares. They all dig holes. They don't get told to stop fucking digging holes, do they? Huh? No, but it is kind of annoying though. Shit, my coat just came undone. It is annoying though when people like do dig and they don't cover their holes up. No, man, boy, 3. Am I going to find a young lady today? Is that it? Not that lucky. So I'm just going to take a little walk around the lake. Then I'm going to start making tracks up to get some dinner. Have an early dinner today. Have some chicken and chips. Just hope that tall, skinny guy's not there because he really gives you crappy food. When the small, tubby guy's there, he gives you like really nice food. It's not dry, it's not small. It's decent sizes of chicken. And he gives me 3 bits of chicken. The other guy just gives me the standard 2. So these are classed as the hangman's tree. That one over there. I've always given coins. If I had coins with me, I left them in the tree trunk. And I come over and you know, check to see if they're there. And they've always been disappearing. I don't think it's kids, because I left one here in this bit here some time ago, and it had gone within hours. And there were no kids around. So this is our class as hangman tree, because when I do my paranormal stuff, I have got EVPs, electronic voice phenomenon, on my audio recorder saying hangman, then tree, then hanging tree. Got some kind of weird responses on there. So that's the hangman's tree. And they used to hang highwaymen, you know, from, you know, days old, you know, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th century. Now I don't know how old this common is, but I can tell you one thing, yeah. The hill which we'll be going past was completely laid over with old World War II trash, because Mitcham was, you know, very heavily bombed. They practically wiped Mitcham out off the map. They rebuilt it, and all the old bricks and slate and iron and steel and other kind of metals got stuck up on the common. The lake was actually a gravel pit at one time. So I'm just going to show you George's crap, I've lost my phone. I think I lost my phone. No, I ain't, I've got it. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'll have to go otherwise. I've got a deep pocket, it's deep down. Got my keys. If I lost my bloody phone, I lost my credit card and my bus card, and I wouldn't be able to go out anywhere. I'd have to go and get a new travel permit, get a new card sent to me, and that would have taken about 4 days. No, I've done along this little pathway, but it's like really stony. So here's George's monument, George Bidder. A little bit of history here. I've done this a couple of times. They actually named one of the ponds on another part of the common under George Bidder's name. They called it the Bidder's Pond. A lot of these fucking holes everywhere, you know, and we get moaned at because we make a few holes. As I say, you know, people don't cover their holes up. And they're going to ruin it for everyone, aren't they? So George Parker Bidder, OC, erected by public subscription in remembrance of his effort to preserve this common, 1896. So the guy actually tried to preserve it, I suppose out of his own funding. And because of that, I don't know if George's little pond, what they named after him, is one they actually made, or was already there and they renamed it. I don't know. There's not a lot of history, to be honest with you. You know, I bought a book on Mitcham's history, and it goes from like 1800s to to like mid 19th century, so like late 1800s to like mid 19th century, and there's stuff on there that ain't in the book, like the gun sight. That's not in the book. George Bidder, he's not in the book. Are these flowers? I'll be careful, it's very slippery again. Oh, these trees, it's weird. Leaves are going like a whitish colour. That's very unusual. Unless it's spray paint. Don't think it's spray paint. Maybe it's the way they go. Don't know. Yeah, I was looking at the book I got the other day, which I got off eBay for like £3. You go to the shop where they still sell them, you're talking about £19 for the book. I was lucky to get one off eBay for £3 and found out it's an old library issue, and they hadn't even been stamped on, I think. So saved myself a bit of money there. I need to go back through here again. Oh, I've done in here a little bit, but found nothing apart from trash. I'm still trying to find out where the old church used to be, because there used to be a church on one of these parts of the commons, and it's a common side road, but I've never found no trace of a church, unless it's on the other side where all that overgrowth is. And if it's on there, you ain't going to get anywhere. Not unless a great big fire occurred and burnt down that part of the common, which I can't see it ever happening. In the book it has actually said about common fires, fires on the common, and in the early 19th century firefighters had a problem trying to extinguish the fires, and yeah, as you can see, people had bonfires over here, and they had a problem trying to extinguish the actual blaze, so what they had to do was let it burn out on its own. And I've actually been here fishing one day, and just there, where that pathway is, where the two bushes are between, some little shit who was with set it on fire, and we know it was him because it was all okay 1 minute and suddenly, boom, it's in flames. So being a good Samaritan, I phoned up the fire brigade and they came down and extinguished it. And the guy, who did light it, swears black and blue that he didn't. We all knew he was bullshitting, because he's the type of person who does do it, He's the kind of person who will set up fires just to get that little bit of attention. Shouldn't be walking on this little bit, so it's very slippery. And this common is actually known for suicides. I've known it the suicide common because there's been so many suicides over here, or accidental deaths. Like little Leonard died in this lake in the early 1900s. He was dared to swim across the lake with his buddies And this is the true story. It's, you know, if you do boy drowned in Mitcham Common Lake, you'll definitely find it. It's in one of the Mitcham books as well. Was it Mitcham Hauntings or The Ghost of Mitcham or something? It's in that book. And some guy was walking across here one morning and he saw like this white thing approaching him, and as he looked it was like an apparition of little Leonard on his bike, and like it was in the papers, you know, talking about 15-20 years ago. You know, this lake has really dropped down because it used to be way up here, you know. Used to be very deep. As I say, this used to be a gravel pit, and then what they've done, they just filled it up with water and made it into a little lake, and put fish in it. And in the actual Mitcham book that I'm reading or having a look at, oh, you got one of those like stalks or cranes or whatever they're called. It does say, like, you know, youngsters used to come down fishing and having a good time. And they tried to stop people doing fishing here, you know. How many years ago I don't know, but people just ignored it and still come down here fishing. And there's, you know, you don't need no permit or anything because it's not, you know, being looked after by any kind of bailiff or nothing like that. But we're just coming up to, I'm not going to walk up there because it's going to be very wet, slippery. I don't want to end up on my backside again. But this hill here is landfill. So from the bottom to the top is landfill. From, you know, the World War II bombing, you know, where all the houses got demolished by the bombs. This tree here is meant to be the hanging tree of the two lesbians. Oh crap, you slipped over again. Hello doggy. Yeah, two lesbians hung themselves apparently on this tree because their parents didn't like them being like lesbians, I suppose. And there's a saying that someone came over here one day and saw some rope hanging. And it was not long after the two women committed suicide. And I do believe this pathway may have been used through the early mid 18th century when the old Napoleonic wars were going underway, because they actually shipped over from France to the coast. And they marched all the way up past here, and I believe that they came through this common and had a big battle up over at Surrey Hills. So I'd like to get to Surrey Hills one time and do a little bit of detecting over there maybe, but it's the cost of getting there, you know, and having the right equipment, because my pinpointers just ain't working properly. I did do a video yesterday, you know, requesting if anyone can help me out with a pinpointer, donate towards a pinpointer, and sponsor me a pinpointer, and I do, you know, an honest review on it. That'd be cool, you know, because I'm just buying the cheap ones, because that's all I can afford is the cheap, crappy ones. I like to get a Garrett or a Mine Lab, but they're like £100 each. £100 I don't have. No, that £100 could last me about 2 months in food. So I don't even have enough money to fucking feed myself each month for half the time. Lucky my loan's being finished next month. But yeah, apparently like the French marched through here, and I have proof that, you know, and it was a single soldier or an army. I actually found a Napoleon coin over here not long ago. So now you know where I found the coin. There's a Napoleon III 1862 coin I found. on this pathway, just near that tree, I think it was. And it was very, you know, it weren't in bad condition either. Still legible. You can see the date. See Napoleon III written on it. So that was a good find. But you know, as you can see over there, that's all that mound is where they landfilled the trash, you know, the bricks and stuff like that from during World War II. I've not metal detected this area because it's just too lumpy, too many holes, foxes holes, rabbit holes. And I've already come across here once before just walking, and I've tripped over in a hole and then I've broken my bloody neck. I have done along this pathway, never found anything apart from a couple of modern coins there. Things like a 10p and a 20p or something like that. Been down that pathway, found nothing. I've done a little bit along here, but you know, you can see it's fairly stony, hard to dig. It looks like it's soft, you know, you've got like probably an inch or two of mud on there, but once you get through that mud, you've got so much stone, rubble, stuff like that. So we're coming up to the end. You know, there is other parts I could go over, but it's getting a bit chilly now. I'm getting hungry and I want to get home and there's something to eat. And I've got to walk up to the shop to get me food. Although I've got some shopping in my bag, it's more like chocolate and drink and chips, you know, snack stuff, which I can take out with me when I go out metal detecting or magnet fishing. Right, over here, I've done this before, but I'll do it again. This is where a 500-pound German bomb fell. You've got the plaque there as proof. It actually shattered the windows of the houses about 200 yards away. So I'll just take this off and show you that. 500 kilo, the plaque commemorates the site of a crater that was formed by a 500 kilogram German high explosive bomb that exploded here at 01:25 hours on April 1941. Now how do I know it was that particular day and time? Unless someone actually recorded it. It left a crater 52 feet, that's the crater. It's kind of like got overgrowth and crap like that, you know. It looks like a moat actually to me. It left a crater 52 feet wide with a depth of 8 feet. There were no casualties, but the detonation caused damages to 5 houses 200 yards away. The plaque has been funded by the Friends of Mitcham Common in partnership with the Mitcham Common Conservators. So, you know, during World War II, a few houses got kind of damaged by a 500 kilo bomb, but you know, there has been read up documentation that Mitcham was practically obliterated by the German bombs. How true it is, I don't know. I'm just going by the stories that I've read and, you know, Google searched and whatever. You know, there's the main road there, just past those trees. There is where those flats there, those apartment buildings. Yeah, there used to be factory work there. I'm not sure if it was brickworks or something like that, but there used to be factories there. They got knocked down and they got replaced with the apartments. I've done the other side a little bit, but not really found nothing. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the little nature walk slash commentary information or informational chat about Mitcham Common. Might do another one if I can find some more stuff about the common. But for now, like the channel, thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell for upcoming videos. Click my Patreon and subscribe and support me on Patreon if you can. Again, if you've got a pinpointer that you can donate or help me to buy one, I'll be very grateful. yeah, that's where we are now, I think. Yeah. See there, it's the Mill Hill, which I'm still trying to find where that is. There used to be a mill, I think. Unless that's the hill there. I think that's the hill. They've named it Mill Hill. We've been there. Cedars Avenue's over there, I believe. Yeah, because the golf course is over that direction. One island is past the golf course. About a 10-minute walk to that place. Millhouse Ecology Centre's just over there. The gun site is way over in that direction. You've got like walk way over past the clubhouse. I probably might go over there one day and do like a little video over there. Factory site, that's no longer there. Because the factory site used to be where those houses are. And they've knocked that down and put those flats there. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm getting cold, it's beginning to rain, and I want to get home. Well, I've got a 10-minute walk to get to the shop, get some money out the bank, and then buy some food. So I'll catch you on the next video. Not sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Might go and protect him somewhere, don't know yet. But cheers for watching. Don't forget you can support me in any way by getting a pinpointer. I'd be very grateful. Donation, sponsor, even a pinpointer donate would be cool. The ones I've got don't work at all. So it might be a hold on Met Detecting for a while. Right, catch you later guys. Just a quick note, there's another part of the common which I've never done yet. The council are actually cutting it down bit by bit sometimes when it starts overgrowing. So I might try this little area one day, see what I find. It's only small. There might be a few relics or hidden coinage or something over there, never know. I'll give it a go one day. When, I don't know. Right, catch you later.